Hello and welcome to this video where I continue my, preview of the Asia Games 2022. I mean, obviously they are really far away, and this is all speculation, but I guess I'm speculating on the Chinese roster and what it may become, given that Korea announced their 10 players going into, their phase of deciding which six that they're going to bring with them to the Asia Games. So I looked at the LPL, figured, what do they have to offer, and there are a lot of Taiwanese and players from outside, Koreans in the LPL. So it actually makes it kind of difficult for me to, I mean, understand like I said yesterday with Kanavi, for example. Kanavi's on this list again because he does not have Chinese residency. So is he allowed to play for Korea? Does he play for China? Does he play for nobody? I don't know. And Jungle is actually really a lot like that. There are a lot of junglers that are not Chinese in the LPL. But looking at this board here, if you missed that video yesterday, you should check it out because it's more. I mean, I have the players down that Korea picked, and I can go through why I picked who I did, why they may have picked who they did. So with this, I have quite a few top laners listed here. I have four. Technically, based on the algorithm I used to kind of figure out who played the best during spring, it was Flandre and Wayward. Now, I know that my algorithm had some issues in that I honestly I believe Wayward played fantastic. And if they do want to go like Korea did and say, Zayas, we're allowing you in to our top 10, I mean, I'm not ruling out Wayward going for Asia, for China, because it's the same token, a young raw player with not a lot of experience but playing very very well in their first split, or early on in their careers. Maybe they have earned the right to participate and represent their country. Now, Bin was not near the top of the list. Bin is obviously the best top laner in the world. Now, in a situation like this, like even Worlds is a different story, but like where you get to pick your team, I don't know if I want to pick Bin or not. Bin can carry any game, but at the same time, if Bin is not on, the team will lose with RNG, at least for RNG's sake. So, is Bin a good fit for this team? Given that he is more of a carry-oriented top laner, he can do a little bit of everything, but not to the same degree. He is more of a side lane split push. If he's by himself, that's fine. If he's carrying, that's fine. But does he play tanks as well? Not like I think Flandre or Breathe may, um, which kind of makes you have to think. Because, when, I'm going to go to mid real fast, skip jungle. But if you want to go with Bin Jiaohu in mid and Flandre Scout, I completely agree. I think that's a good idea if you've got your pair of solo laners in that regard. But then I say to myself, what if you want to do? Knight is maybe he's a top 3 mid laner in the world. Very, very talented. One MVP for spring, I believe. So, does he deserve to be in there? Probably. He's one of the bright young stars of our game. Um, so, do you say, okay, well, then we're going to bring Wayward? So, who do you drop? Do you drop Scout and Flandre? Because Flandre really, isn't as good as Bin. Um, are you facing Chovy in top, or are you facing Keen in top? Or Zayas? If you're facing Zayas, go with Wayward. You can go with Wayward and Knight and be okay. If you're going against Keen, maybe you do want Bin because Keen is going to be up there and he has carry potential and you need to match that. But if you're against Chovy, I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe you do have to pick Bin against Chovy. It's a situation that I think they're going to have trouble figuring out. And also Scout is got Chinese residency, I believe, and he's Korean, so I think he can play for China, but I'm not sure. We're going to save jungle for last. I skipped it. I'm going to save it for last. So, bot lane, pretty clean cut. I'm digging kind of deep to allow Lamau in here, but I don't think that I want to split up bot lanes. So, the two best bot lanes, in my opinion, and based on what the numbers I looked at and stats, I believe the Victory 5 bot lane was the best, followed by the LNG bot lane. So these two bot lanes are probably the two that I would go with to take. EDG obviously can be very very good, as well as RNG, but on their own, I feel like these guys are pretty good. Now, if you go with Bin and Jiahu, maybe you do say to yourself, "Hey, we're bringing Gala and Ming," and Ming is probably the best support in the LPL by himself. I don't know, I'm not really high on Gala, um, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know if you do that or not. Do you do that? You're only allowed to bring 6 people. So I feel if you're bringing Ben, you have to bring another top laner because Ben can throw, and if he gets off his game, I mean, maybe you're screwed. Um, I honestly, I think they should go with 2 mid laners. Because Xiaohu can play top as well as mid. So maybe you go Bin, Xiaohu, and Knight, and you say to yourself, okay, Knight plays, and Xiaohu can do either, and he gives us a little bit of pizzazz in our lineup. Maybe you have Xiaohu against Chovy in top, and you're okay with that. Um, Now, getting to jungle, Kanavi is a Korean resident playing in China. Aki played very, very well on carry junglers. The numbers were really, really good. I do know that he is not the best jungler in the LPL, but I have him listed here for a reason because he's a Chinese jungler. Klid, Korean jungler playing in China. SFM, I don't believe is Chinese. Don't quote me, but I don't think he is. Karsa is not. So is Karsa PCS residency. So can he play? I don't know. I don't think so. So if Karsa, SFM, Klid, and Kanavi can't play, well, in my opinion, that leaves Aki and Zhao as the 2 best junglers based on the numbers from Swing Split. Obviously, you look at Wei, you look at Wei. Um, I mean, I'm trying to think of other junglers off the top of my head that are probably escaping me and making me look like a fool, but those 2 are the ones that popped to my head, obviously, BLG and RNGs. Um, I mean, you could go JJ. JJ just won in one world, so you go JJ even. But I think jungle is definitely the role that's going to have the most trouble, which actually gives me a little bit of hope because I think I'm going to continue this on Monday, going over what I guess Taiwanese roster will look like. I don't know what the third team. I'm going to have to look at the 2018 games. I think 4 teams participated, and it was Korea, China, Chinese Taipei, and the fourth one was not who I thought it would be. It's not. It wasn't Japan. I think honestly, Japan. I mean, I'm surprised Japan's not a top 14, but it wasn't. So we'll see how that goes. But that'll be probably that'll probably be Tuesday's video. Monday will be news and notes. If there is news, I guess I will swap things around if there isn't to come up with content. But thank you for watching this video. If you, like I said in the beginning, if you didn't catch the Korea video that inspired me doing this one, it came out yesterday. It's on my channel. I go over, the top people I believe at each role that could have played and versus who they picked. Obviously, they picked the whole T1 roster, and I kind of went over why. I mean, obviously why they did that, but where they could have went in different directions. Comment down below if you have opinions of your own on these. What are the requirements? What you believe the requirements are? If there are requirements, who are the Chinese junglers you believe would play? Do you think that they should go with Bin and Xiaohu and Viper and Mako and just go with EDG? I mean, not. Jeez Louise. Should they go with? I mean, I guess in the same way. I just mixed it up. But do you think they should go with Bin, Xiaohu, Gala, Ming, and you can go with a different jungler? Do you think they should go with Flandre, Scout, Viper, Mako? What do you think? Should they piece this team together or go with mostly a 5-man roster of the best team in the LPL and then just add an additional person like Knight or whomever? So thank you for watching this video. I hope you comment below or have a take of your own, and thank you for watching.